10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's on, man. We did this. We absolutely nailed this goal. Woo! Yeah. I'm just having it today, man. I am having it today. Come on, bring it. Cheers. Ah, man, I am pumped. I am pumped. I am pumped. Freedom Friday, 2A News, Pew Nation TV. What's happening, guys? Man, I am having way too much fun. Today, it's all about a celebration. Today is for me to be here with you guys and more or less a non-scripted setting, if you will, a celebration, if you will, of hitting our goals. I'll give you a little bit of background. I'm just going to tell you a story today. Today is all about a major milestone for yours truly. 5 years ago, I was at a crossroad in my life, in this journey, if you will. Had a lot of shit going on, right? A lot of stuff going on, okay? I had hit a fork in the road, if you will, in every single stinking aspect of my life, man. I was like all over the place. And it actually happened on October 23rd, 5 years ago. October 23rd is an important date. Why? Because October 23rd, which we just recently went by, was an anniversary date for me. That's when this guy right here grew up and became a man, if you will. That was the day when I had to help dig out 241 of my brothers that perished in a bombing in the Marine barracks in over in Lebanon. That was a while back. So every year for me, it was just one of those days where I just like, just kind of like chill that day, and just the memories, they just start to trickle back, and it's just a day of peace for me, to kick back and just remember about, what happened that day and what was involved. Which I'm not gonna get into details about that. Just know that it was a very somber day, as it is every year. But anyway, on that particular day, 5 years ago, everything was sucking in my life. It was job wise, at a point in life, where I started questioning everything. I didn't like where I was. I was second guessing stuff. It was just a really shitty place to be, back then. And I had to make a decision, right? It's like, what do I want to do? Right? I got to find something. And why am I even talking about this today, man? This is a happy day. This is a celebration day. Why? I'll come back to that. We did it. We did it. Okay. You guys out there listening to me right now, Hangover Gang, I know Tom's dropping a video today and stuff like that. Awesome fighter. Can't wait to see it. Excited about it. And, every Friday, I wear the Hangover Gang t-shirt because honestly, it's because of you guys and Jeff over at Freedom to Think podcast, basically helped me get here to where I'm at. A lot of you guys made this happen. You did, and I am eternally grateful for you guys, and thank you because you guys are just fucking amazing. Um, with your support and just hearts, you helped this channel get above 1,000 subscribers. And I got an email this morning stating that I had reached and exceeded actually the watch time hours of 4,000, which is required to give me the application to be able to apply to get the channel monetized, which it's been something that I've been dreaming about for 5 years. Now, in the beginning back then, um, I had started a channel. It was great. First video was done. Life happened, you know, things happen with people in my life at the time, and no, to no fault of them of theirs at all. I mean, just life happens, right? You got to make decisions. You got to take, different paths that life throws at you sometimes, and that was cool. It was chilled. Um, and I was new at the video game. Okay, I was new at this because my thing had always been radio, right? And I had a podcast back then that was pretty cool. It was fun. It was successful to a point, but it really wasn't going in the direction that I wanted it to go in. So that went away. And then I started up, a couple of other ones that really didn't amount to shit. Um, and I was just dipping my toe in the water, right? Dipping my toe in the water, playing around with this, starting to get educated, on audio video stuff, lighting equipment, that whole deal. Because my thing was always to, transition off and go into video. Um, and I just couldn't get my focus, man. I couldn't get going in the right direction. Well, what happened is on 23 October, uh, I had, I don't know what the hell you want to call it, man. You want to call it an epiphany? You want to call it uh, a slap in the face? Reality check? Whatever it is that you want to call it. Uh, but I basically said, if I don't do this now, if I literally do not do this now, uh, my dog is excited. If I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. And then something happened on that day. I was at the job, and as things would happen in an office, everybody has their own opinion. You have to deal with people that are inward thinkers, and a comment was made by a superior that you guys here are just like a bunch of ants. I can just bend over and pick one up and have you replaced. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? I said, you're full of shit, man. I said, you have no fucking idea how to treat people. Um, and I said, done, right? I got that knock on the back of the head that said, it's your time. It's time to go. And I did. I made that decision. I said, I'm doing this. I'm going. So huge learning curve, right? I mean, we've all been there. And I'll get back to where I was going with this. 23 October, man. It changed my life. It really did after the fact. And we were here for a very short time. We're here for a really, really short time. And I just wanted to know. I just wanted to win again, man. That's all. Just wanted to win again. That was my whole purpose. And I tried a whole bunch of different shit, right? Did my in this venture, that venture, this venture, that venture, and I could never, 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 grasp that thing and just find it and say, nah, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. Um, and one day, throughout the course of transitioning from one podcast to another, to another, to another, to another, uh, it dawned on me, why don't you talk and start talking about your experiences? Why don't you start talking about freedom? Why don't you start doing something that has a story behind it, like my origins, if you will, right? because everybody always asks me all the time, "Oh, dude, man, you're Cuban, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, so." And it's like, "Yeah, but you came from over there on the other." I'm like, "Yeah, and so?" "Well, shit, how was it? What was it like?" "Well, it fucking sucked." You know, I went hungry, lost family members, people got executed, what do you want from me, right? Yeah, but you put on the uniform, you went over. Yeah, 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 I did that too. Okay. And then um a mentor at the time pulled me to the side. Uh Ironically, it was for another veteran, pulled me to the side and he said, "Bro," he said, "listen, why don't we get together, man? We'll go out for a beer, have a cigar or something like that. We need to talk." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm down." So Friday night we get together, we meet at the local cigar shop here near me, and we go in there, start slamming back a whole bunch of beers, and lit up a stick and we start talking. And I'm like, "Dude, okay, so what's up? What do you want? You know, we're here." And he looked at me dead in the eyes, man, and he said, "Bro, everybody's got a story. What's yours? I want to hear it." And I go, "Dude, you know my story." And he goes, "No, no, no." He said, "I know your story here. I don't know your story of your origins, where you started, how I want to know about that." And I'm like, "Why the hell would you want to even know about that?" And he goes, "Because I don't understand or recognize it. I have an idea because I was in uniform as well too, but I can never connect the dots between the actual experience of what you went through." And I'm like, "Oh, well, shit, that's easy." Uh, we didn't eat much. We didn't have much to wear. Uh, we were followed everywhere we went. Uh, we were monitored all the time, 24/7. Your neighbors snitched on you a lot, to gain party favors, with the regime. Some of our family members actually snitched on us from time to time for, food, water, whatever they can, bargain with. Again, why? Because when the human condition kicks in, human beings will do and commit some really nasty shit. Okay, even against your own family members. But anyway, so I started telling him. I told him exactly what happened, and he looked at me again after I started getting deep into the conversation, and he said, "You need to talk about this." I go, "Come again?" He said, "You need to talk about this." He said, "You need to share your story. You need to educate people. You need to tell them, um, you know, what you went through, because this country is starting to go down a very, very dark path. And a lot of people are going to get caught with their pants down because they don't understand socialism or communism or both for what it really is and what it really offers." And I went, "Huh, no shit." I'm like, "Okay." I said, I'll try that. That might be fun. It's interesting, right? Um, so I started doing that, but I started doing that on radio. Uh, and the last podcast that I did was, it was entitled, "What's Up USA," right? And it was strictly radio. It wasn't video at all. And it wasn't really a podcast. It was a solo cast, if you will. I did do a couple of live sessions. I did do some co-hosts, shows where I invited people on board and things like that. And part of my story is going to involve Jeff. Bro, don't hate when you see this shit, man. I'm just being real here. I'm like doing a not live, but live session today because we hit a major milestone. This is why I'm not really going 2A. I'm more talking from the heart, if you will. So I hope this video is probably going to suck. It's probably going to get poor reviews, poor ratings, whatever. I don't care. You guys are my audience. I love you guys to death. And I just wanted to share something on a personal level. So forgive me for not being too much on the 2A thing. It is Friday, but I just had to share because this for me is a really, really big deal. Um, so basically, not to go down a deeper rabbit hole, the show did decent. The podcast or the solo cast basically did decent. Um, so we bounced around a lot of ideas back and forth as far as commentary went, talking about the experiences with other Cubans, actually, that I had on the show. Some that never lived through that, some that just lived here, that never understood or recognized communism other than what was explained to them by their families. Which was pretty cool too, because everybody had a deep perspective as to what happened and how it happened and blah 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 and whatever. So the radio show was doing good, and I was always a fan of radio. I really dug it a lot. And but as things would have it, it just got to the point where I just couldn't talk about that anymore because it started getting boring. And my numbers started to trickle. They started going in a downward spiral, if you will. I really wasn't getting that many downloads. Not a lot of stuff was happening because, okay, you can only hear it so much before it starts to get boring. Um, so that took the wind out of my sails yet again, except, and I did mention Jeff, except for one thing. So I've known Jeff for quite a bit. He's a great guy, great family and stuff like that. So one day, I don't remember exactly. We got together. I don't know if we just started talking and stuck up a conversation out of the blue and started talking about what's going on in the world and what's happening and stuff like that. I was still doing a show. I had him actually on as a guest host. I think it was a live session that we did, if memory serves me correct. And I noticed something, and it was like, this kid knows stuff, man. This kid is good. He's got some really great insight. He's got some material. So I kind of started like, poking at him a little bit and asking questions and probing. And I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, you got material." I said, "Dude, have you ever considered, maybe doing a podcast or doing a show and talking about your experiences and what you've gone through and especially in the political arena, right?" And he goes, "Oh man," he's like, "I think about that shit all the time. I drive my wife crazy with it." And she's actually suggested the same thing. And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "Yeah, but I just don't know what to do, where to start." And I'm like, "I got you, man. No worries." I show up at his house one day. I show up with a set of headphones, a spare mic that I had, and I go, "You got a phone? Yeah, you got a tripod?" I said, "You're in business, man. Push record and start talking. Here you go. Try it out. Let me know how that works out for you. Here's some software that you need to look into, okay, to start recording. This is some audio enhancements, how to improve your audio, the way your sound is coming across." And he embraced this thing. Next thing I know, this guy's sending me pictures. And he's sending me pictures. He's wearing a construction belt. He's got a hammer in one hand, and he's actually ripping apart a closet in his bedroom, and he's building himself a studio. Okay, he's got to have material out there on this. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. And nothing, man. He just took off with this thing, and he started recording, and he started doing, he started creating content and putting it out there. And I'm watching this kid from the background, and I'm going, "Oh, okay." I said, "He's showing me some good stuff. He's got some potential. I'm digging where this is going, right?" And let me tell you, the bug started to bite me at the same time. Okay. And I started filming. I started getting into the video aspect of it. And it was just sheer encouragement, man. He actually fired me up, right? To go. And I just refocused and started getting back into the game again. Uh I'll never forget it, man. It's like, "What do you think we can do with this?" And he's like, "We can do whatever the hell we want." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I don't know, man." I said, "You know what? I'm going to start freaking talking about the Second Amendment. I'm going to start doing, firearm reviews, gear reviews, promoting other small business people that are in the same circles, in the same arena." And and I always dug documentaries. I said, I'm going to do some documentary stuff. By the way, little caveat moment here. I'm going to drop a two-part documentary series that I'm currently working on right now. I am not going to let the cat out of the bag, and I'm not going to say the magic words. The title of it is going to be uh, I Know Who the Angel of Death Really Is. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm also going to tell you it is a two-part documentary, like I said. The first one is almost 2 hours long. The second one is about an hour and a half long. Oh, okay. I know you guys are freaking. Oh my God, Armando, I can't focus for more than 15 fucking minutes, man. That's too damn long. I get it. I get it. But here's what you don't get. What you don't get is the brilliance that's inside this documentary film. It is a film, and I've gotten permission to go ahead and share this, if you will. Okay. It was not done by me, so I'm not taking any credit for it. But it's something that I got to talk about, something that I got to share because of my hospitalization that I went through in July of 2020. You know, I caught pneumonia really, really, really bad, which was, the virus, okay, the 19, the Rona. And I had to get paddled back twice, which was crazy in itself. And then I had to go through 3 months of rehabilitation. I had to learn how to walk again. I lost a hell of a lot of weight. I lost a lot of muscle mass. You know, uh, I dropped almost 40 pounds. I mean, I was fucked up bad. Okay, for a long time. I still have today. Here we are, 2.5 years later. Uh, I still have ailments from that. Uh, I also had a heart attack, kind of related to that, but not really. And that was freaking what, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, a year. I had some stents put in, had 3 stents put in. Um, yeah, so I've been through some shit, but I never gave up. I stuck with this thing, man. I stuck with this, and I just kept pushing, and I kept pushing, and I kept pushing, and I kept pushing. And then one day, Jeff tells me, dude, have you ever heard of this cat named Tom McDonald? And I'm like, nope, never heard of him at all. Oh, he does. He's a rapper. And I'm like, okay, he's a rapper. I'm like, not really my genre of music. And he goes, no, no, no. He's not your typical, gangster rapper type of guy or mumbler or whatever the hell. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, no, 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 no. He talks about freedom, and he raps about freedom. He raps about, you know, how fucked up the system is, right? And and where our country's going down the toilet, and he just talks about this stuff. Oh, okay, cool. I don't even remember what song it was that he did, and he said, "Hey, listen to this," and I did. I'm trying to remember what song it was. I think it might have been America. Okay, and I listened to that song, and dude, my freaking interested meter just went from 0 to 100, and it really caught my ear, if you will. And I said, huh. I said, that's different. That's really different. I said, where can I find some of this guy's music? And he goes, oh, no, 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 no. He says, this is like, I'm going to start doing reactionary videos to his music and stuff like that. And he did. And one day he invited me over to participate in one of his reactions. And I was like blown the hell away. A lot of you guys out there that may be watching this know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because, I've read the comments, I stay on top of stuff. And where am I going with all this, man? I'm here just to tell the hangover gang out there, man, that you guys were gracious enough to come off of my friend's platform over to mine and subscribe and like and look at my stuff that's here. And thank you, man. And I sincerely mean that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. So much so that I have to give a special shout out um, to two people. As you guys know, you can see it on the artwork of the new artwork. By the way, hey, yeah, I have to upgrade. On the banner of the show, I've got the links over there now for the Facebook page. I got a Discord server now that's there, so please come and check it out. Join the Discord server so we can chit chat. You can ask me anything. I'm pretty open and I check it regularly. Okay, it's not like I have a million subscribers where I'm too busy for people. No, it doesn't matter, man. It's like this is my I live for this. This is like my passion, and it's not about the business and the financial part of it. Yes, great, or whatever, because it all comes back into the show anyway. But it's you guys. It's the audience. I really enjoy sharing and teaching and answering questions that people that don't know and just want to know uh, what's that other system like. You know, um, I've made this comment before, and it's going to sound kind of weird. In the movie The Matrix, right? My favorite character in The Matrix wasn't Keanu Reeves, really. It was Morpheus. You may say, dude, really? And I'm like, yeah, you know why? I said, the part of, red pill, blue pill, right? He knew he had already experienced and seen both sides. So have I. I've seen both sides. So I need to talk about it. I need to share. I need to educate. And that's my deal. That's my thing. All right. So thank you guys. Really, seriously. It means the world to me. We also have a Patreon page that's already up. And I just want to give a quick shout out to our two latest Patreons, my first two, just being honest, being real. Okay. Jeff Davis, Freedom to Think podcast, right? Who's my first Patreon. But I want to give a special shout out to Isaiah Dorkson. Okay. I said I would do this, brother. And here it is. All right. Isaiah Dorkson, my second patron subscriber. Thank you again for supporting the channel, supporting the cause. And thank you for the comment. This is probably one of the most nicest comments I've ever gotten from this gentleman, as far as liking my material. Thank you for that. It's very humbling. And just wanted to support the channel. Dude, whatever you need, whatever I can help you with, answer any questions, whatever, just hit me up. He's now in the Discord server. The Discord server's got a section for Patreons only, which is a VIP barracks. Okay. I had to give some military flavor to it because that's just how I roll. If you subscribe and you become a patron, you have access to early release content from the videos. You have access to early release content on the podcast. You get a shout out. You get your name up on screen. And you get direct access to me inside the VIP barracks. And it's a place to hang out. It's a place to chit chat. Okay. It's a place to talk about anything. It's a place to, gather and just talk life, talk shop, talk whatever the hell it is you want to talk to. Okay. But in the general chat or the general text channel, yeah, come on in, join, man, talk, have it out. All right. And you will be part of the Pew Pew Nation TV militia. Okay. That's my family here is the militia. All right. But I am having a lot of fun doing this. I really, really am. There's a lot of work ahead of me for me to do. I've got some vendors out there that basically supply a lot of gear that I have to do videos for, and that is going to happen ASAP. Okay. And just a lot of projects. There's a lot of things. There's merchandise coming. So you guys, if you want a Pew Pew Nation TV ball cap and the shirts like the one I'm wearing in the thumbnail of this video, I'm going to be bringing a lot of stuff up, coffee cups, your typical merch stuff. So if you guys want it and you like it, hey man, just go ahead and hit me up and we'll make it happen. And there's other things that I got going on in my head as far as, upgrading and bringing more value to the channel for you guys. So I appreciate you guys, being here and joining me in the celebration, because this is a celebration to me. I mean, there's no streamers, there's no party favors or anything going on. Uh, I did have a finger and a half of my favorite beverage, but I'm chasing it with my Coca-Cola, so it's not like I'm here. "Duh." Okay, it's not happening. Um, and again, you guys don't have to do anything special here. Actually, let's just go ahead and there you go. If you're getting value out of this video, okay, which is basically me just talking and sharing, do me a favor and just smash that like button, share, subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend to do the same if they enjoy this type of content that I'm putting out there. Going back to the upcoming documentary, that upcoming documentary is powerful. It's strong, very, very strong. I am actually rolling the dice on this documentary. Um, I don't know. I hope that it'll be successful and I don't get, if you know what I mean. But that's where I live. Okay. I'm always on that cutting edge and I have to roll the dice because I'm a firm believer in the Constitution, First Amendment, all the amendments for that matter, and bringing stuff that is actually truth. Now, little disclosure. I'm not perfect. I'm just a regular dude. Okay. I'm not going to be 100% right all the time. I'm not. Okay. Because different sources, different providers of material, different sources. I actually had to part ways with a contributor not too long ago for, it happens. They get it wrong too sometimes. Okay. But when you get called out by a viewer out there in the audience and saying, you may want to check your shit, man, because some of this stuff doesn't jive. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm like, you know what? Okay, sure. Let me go ahead and verify and, fact check my own self. Right. And I did. And guess what? Thank you for commenting and bringing, you know who you are, and bringing that to light and sharing that because I did do it. I went out and checked and I had a conversation with said person who provided me the information that I thought was legit and it wasn't. It was frickin' tinfoil bullshit. Fake news, man. And let's just say we no longer do business. I'll put it that way. And I had to research my own stuff, okay? And I verified everything that this viewer was telling me was spot on the money. And I actually replied back in a comment and I told him, I said, dude, thank you for bringing that up. And I really did. I'm not going to, put up, yeah, no, I'm right and you're wrong. I don't know. No. If I get called out on something and I verify that, oh shit, you were right. I'm going to tell you, you're right. I'm not going to be 100% correct all the time. I'll be 98.6. Okay. But I don't like putting fake shit out there. If I'm not in that kind of business. I won't do it because I don't like it being done to me. And it already has been multiple times. Okay. And I'm not about that on this channel. So what I'm going to bring to you in this 2-part documentary, I have combed it over, man. Like you have no idea. And it's the real deal. There are things in this documentary in part 1 and part 2 that you probably already know. But there are things in this documentary that I know for a fact you don't know. And when you find out what's in this thing, okay, and you watch part 1 and 2, you're going to go, holy shit, how in the world did this happen? How in the world is this continuing to happen? And why hasn't anybody done anything about it? Hold that thought. And I want you to draw your own conclusions. And as always, when you watch this, leave comments down below. because I want to know. I love getting feedback from you guys on everything. Why? It's healthy. It just is. You know, I was just going to put a thumbs up or like a heart, whatever the hell it is you want to call it. And yeah, just be done with it. No. If I get feedback from you guys, questions and opinions and stuff like that, trust me, I will respond. I will. I have to, right? Because you're my audience and I love you guys. And it's just the right thing to do. Right. So, thank you guys again. And I'm going to be done with this because like I said, today is just a celebration. It's an acknowledgement. It's recognition. It's all about you guys. We have crossed that goal. We have met that goal. And it was because of you guys out there, your support, your comments. Man, you guys are just amazing. And I'm so grateful to have you as an audience. I'm looking forward to doing other things. If there's something that you guys want to see, that you want me to talk about, that you want me to bring, just a little disclosure. I'm just going to be honest right now. And I've had people ask me already, and I'm just going to tell you right up front, right here today. I've had people ask me to do reactionary videos to certain music artists that are out there. I won't do them. I won't do them out of respect for Jeff over at Freedom to Think. That's his thing. Okay. If he asked me to come over and share, I'm down. I don't have a problem with that. But me personally, on this platform, I will not do reactionary videos to music. I just won't. It's not my thing. I'm not embedded enough, okay, in that genre, if you will. My deal is history, freedom, Second Amendment advocacy. That's my world, man. That's where I live. Okay. We can talk about that all day. You want me to do something related to that? You have any comments or any suggestions? Please, like again, let me know down in the comments. Just leave a comment for me and let me know what you would like to see. If you got questions, hit me up. Join the Discord server. Hit me on the Facebook page. Leave a comment. My email is there. Email me directly if you want. I don't care. Like I said, I look forward to commentary. I really, really do. I actually enjoy it. And if you ever want to chit chat, on the server, on the Discord server, hit me up. I mean, I check it 2 or 3 times a day. I really do. And if I can give you a quick answer, a quick response, I'll do it. It doesn't mean I'm going to be there and hang out for 30 minutes and have a conversation. I mean, I'm sure that can happen, when I have some downtime, but right now my downtime is like right there. Okay. Because I've got a lot of stuff that's in the works, a lot of stuff in the pipeline that I want to bring to you guys, and enjoy, right? Because this is starting to get steam now. I've already filled out the application. Like I said, now I have to wait to be accepted. I have to wait for an approval. That'll probably take about a month or so from what my understanding is. And once it gets there and we start bearing some fruit, charities are going to kick in. Donations are going to start happening from my end. Gear improvements, for the channel, equipment and stuff like that. And it's all so I can bring you guys better content with better equipment, with better video, with better sound. And you know the drill. You know how this works. Okay. And that's it. I mean, I still have a day job. I do. I do this not because it's work. I do this because for me, it's a love. It's a passion. When you do something that you're passionate about, it's not work. And trust me, I've had a very, very long day. It is extremely late at night. I'm probably going to average maybe, 3.5 hours of sleep, but I don't care because this fires me up. And I'm fired up that you guys are here watching my content. And I'm not going to continue. We're already running a little long already as it is anyway. And like I said, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, your commentaries. And like I said, if you want to contribute to the channel and you want to help out, there's Buy Me a Coffee, there's Patreon. You can join the Discord server if you want, and if not, that's fine too. But the most important thing, and I'm going to bring it up again because this is actually important, okay, is that right there that you're seeing at the bottom. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it will greatly, greatly help me out here on the channel. All right, it really will. And with that, my friends, thank you again for being here. I will go ahead and be putting more stuff out there. But in the meantime, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel, keep your powder dry, and we will catch you on the next one. And until then, God bless, man. And thank you again. Take care.